In this two-part series, we're gathering cattle in the desert. Our goal is to track down every last cow out here and herd them home. We're in the middle of nowhere, and we'll have to cover thousands of acres through some of the gnarliest country. On top of all that, the cattle will try their best to not be found.
These trees suck.
Over the next 2 days, we're in for an adventure. Oh yeah, and did I mention that this is the first time I'm using the Bronc bus? I'm meeting up with the crew about an hour and a half outside of town at a corral. The corral is the only place for miles around that we can load the cattle into the semis. So over the next few days, we'll have to herd all of the cattle here.
Idle buff. What's up, boys? What do you think about the school bus?
I think we're gonna go drive it down the road.
We'll leave the semis here and take all of our other vehicles down the road to get as close to the cattle as possible.
Hey, let's get in the bus!
Everybody on? Good, great, grand, wonderful. No yelling on the bus!
Get in, doors shut.
Since this is the bus's first real trip, the boys haven't had a chance to fully check it out yet until now.
Where's the air brake? Come on, trucker. Right there. Right here? Oh, man. Guess we'll see if I can handle this thing.
Oh, you got two beds. Both beds.
Yeah, dude. All right, so
This folds into a bed. This folds into a bed. That's not a bed. Lights.
on this bus ride, you guys will need to keep all arms, legs, and everything inside a moving vehicle at all times. Sit on your butt while the bus is moving! I told you to stay on your...
Poor man.
Oh, I forgot we had a donkey back there.
I dare you to throw your sandwich at the bus driver. Do it, come on.
I'll turn this bus around. That'll end your precious little field trip pretty quick, huh?
You boys want a Bronx and Donks Rancho?
Yeah, let's
Dude, you know we have lots of beef on the desert.
if we make it there, if I don't knock the front end out of this old girl.
Get them on BronxandDonks.com, boys. The old Bronx. But they actually do feel really good.
If this thing holds down, this thing better than a truck and trailer.
It does move pretty good, huh?
And it's smooth. Oh, whoa, hang on, Red.
How do you plug this in?
Just hit play and hold it by my speaker. Your bus stop will be right here.
We just pulled up to camp. We're gonna park the school bus here. We're gonna camp here tonight. And this afternoon, we're gonna keep driving down the road, clear down there to where the cows are and go get them. Hopefully by tonight we have all the cattle past camp, and then tomorrow we'll take them the rest of the way to the corral where we park the semis. So let's go load up and head down the road.
This is the only trailer we're taking because the road gets pretty rough from here on out.
What's up, Pimp Daddy?
What's up? Lucky you, you got the got the gate. No people or animals were hurt in the making of this video.
Got my hand shoes.
It's 1 in the afternoon, so we're getting a pretty late start on the day. Most of the cattle are hanging out deep in this canyon, so if we want to find them all and herd them back to camp before dark, we've got to work fast. If anything goes wrong, it could make for a long night. After leaving the truck, we hit a long trot, knowing we'll likely need to cover at least 20 miles this afternoon, possibly more. The cattle have free range out here, and while most of them stay in the canyon, using the river as their water source, there are a few water holes outside of the canyon that we'll need to check as well. This part of the world is roadless, about as remote as you can get, save for a small airstrip that bush pilots occasionally use. We use it too, though for a different reason.
One day you guys will be faster than the mule.
3 minutes later. Yeah, dude, I got a gap.
The airstrip is located at a fork in the canyon. We'll split into 2 groups, each covering a different fork, and we'll reconvene here later today with the cattle we gather.
So we're gonna head clear out over there, and then we'll start gathering and push everything back this way. All right, Willie, how far do you think we've gone and how fast?
Oh, we probably went probably 3 miles in 20 minutes.
Well, according to Onyx here, we've almost gone 4 miles at about 6.7 miles an hour for 30 minutes. We've been riding for 30 minutes.
So I'm pretty close.
Yeah, that wasn't too bad actually.
If you've watched my channel at all, I'm sure you know what Onyx is by now. I use it all the time. It's the best way to turn your phone into a GPS, and you don't need any cell phone service for it to work. I've got a discount code for you if you want to try it out. Just make sure you create your account online before downloading the app.
Oh, look at that bovine. Hey, look at them bovine. Some bovine down there, yes sir.
Even though we made an effort to ride above the river so we wouldn't bump the cattle in the wrong direction, they still must have seen us, and they took off on a trot.
We've got some bovine down there belling in the wrong direction.
A few miles ahead of us, the canyon opens up into some big country, and if the cattle get there before we do, they'll scatter, making our job much harder. So we need to pick up the pace to beat them there.
Those bovine are crossing the river down there. I don't know if you can see them.
This is where the country gets big, and lucky for us, the river drops into a slot canyon. The cattle can't access the slot canyon, but there are still plenty of places for them to hide, so hopefully they haven't beat us out here.
That guy. Oh, Willie. I think that's the walk of shame for sure.
What?
The walk of shame.
Hey, this thing ain't no walk of shame. I still have a hold of him.
A couple of us are gonna go up here and stop the cows. The rest want to go that way. Are you gonna head that way?
Do I need to?
Yeah, just make sure. Come here, Paco, Scooter. Paco, you're with me.
We've decided to split up.
You want me to go with you, Wyatt?
Yeah, we'll go catch the cows.
Okay.
Wyatt and I will track down the cattle we bumped earlier and make sure they stay on the river bottom. The rest of the group still has a long ride ahead of them. They have to gather this whole area, but it's not as big as you'd think. Because the cattle can't access the river in the slot canyon, the only other water source out here is right here. If there's any cows out here, other than the ones we bumped, they'll be hanging out right here. So they'll gather here, then meet back up with Wyatt and I.
Dude, that is so cool.
While taking in the scenery, we stumbled upon the cattle we had bumped earlier.
Think we stopped them all? I hope so.
We're lucky they chose our side of the slot canyon for their escape route, because if they hadn't, it would have been a long ride around to the other side. Now that we have the runaway cattle heading back to the river bottom, we have some time to kill. The rest of our crew won't be back for a while.
Well, I think it's gonna start raining on us here.
Dude, them cows are about to cross.
Oh, the wrong way, huh?
These cows looked like they were about to double back and head to the other side of the slot canyon, but eventually, they started heading out the right way.
They're heading up. They just heard us yelling.
So we're just kind of waiting right here for Will and the rest of the guys. We're just making sure nothing's turning back right here at this pinch point.
We still have plenty of time to kill, so we decided to head down to the river bottom to give the horses a drink.
Old Red specialty right there, boys. Oh, Red, not in the water. Them dogs are drinking it down street. Hey, Bucko! What? Yeah, we got a bunch of cows right here, and there's cows that were trailing.
We eventually got word that our group had caught up to us and it was time to move out. Wyatt and I will gather the river bottom from here to the runway. The river winds back and forth, so we'll need to cross it often. It's pretty deep right now, so finding good places to cross could be difficult.
I think we should have went across right there. Getting deeper. Solid. Come here, dogs. Swim, Scooter. Good. I think this one's gonna be a little deeper.
It looks pretty deep.
Swim, Scooter. Good girl. Who's a good puppy?
Looks like we finally caught up to the cattle. There's some over in those trees. Wyatt's about to pick them up.
What should have been the hardest part of the day turned out to be enjoyable and easygoing. We wouldn't face any real problems until we met up with the rest of the crew at the airstrip.
Now, a couple of these look like some desert cattle, boys.
When we met up with everybody, the numbers just didn't look right.
I swear there's more.
The bunch that come around the top of you said there's another bunch coming up the river.
Yeah.
And they never come up the river.
There should be more cattle here, so we went back to the river to investigate. While we were searching for tracks, some of the dogs got stuck in the river.
Come on, Scooter. Come on. Come on. Huh. Swim, dog.
Is Wyatt on the other side of the river?
I'm right behind Tyler. Paco and Scooter, they're having a hard time crossing the river. They're underneath a big ledge right here. Come on, Paco. Climb. Come on, Paco. Okay, call for her.
Scooter, come here. We're on that side.
Scooter, come here. Scooter,
Skeet him.
come here, Scooter. Scooter, come here. Hey, Scooter. Pull. You got a front leg in it.
Come on.
Now that the dogs are rescued, we've got to figure out where the missing cattle went.
Did we have any go in right there?
We were watching, we didn't see anything.
42, 45 ish cows right here. Is that what you had?
I feel like I've had a little more than that.
This is what we think happened. Right before Wyatt and I met up with everybody, our cattle had to cross the river one last time. Some of the lead cattle that we couldn't see must have slipped in between the cliff and the river and made their way into this thick brush.
If they did it, man, they were stealthy.
We decided to play it safe and send a few riders across the river to check it out. The rest of us will push the main herd towards the truck and trailer. We're on the main trail now, and if everything goes right, we won't have to cross the river again with the main herd. As we pushed the main herd up the trail, the guys across the river radioed in saying they needed backup. They'd found the missing cattle, along with some others we hadn't gathered yet, so Wyatt and I made our way over to help.
Woo, that's deep. Yeah, we about had a jailbreak right here, boys. Hey, Dad, I'm gonna cross right here and go up that side and get that pear Zane's yakking about. Oh, there's your hole. You got her, Ty? What? Hey, cows, hey. Ski. Hey, cows. Come here, Duke. Duke, get back. Skeet him. Skeet him. Like, I want that one. Hey, cows. Hey, cows. Turbo, come here. Come here, Turbo. Come here, Turbo. Turbo, come here. Turbo. Turbo, right here. Come here, Turbo. Come here. Come here. Skeet him. Skeet. Okay, get behind. Duke, behind.
Regular dog whisperer, look at that.
You see that? They've swam too many rivers today.
Did you have your camera on?
Yeah, I think so. You did. I kind of felt bad he landed on the stick. Oh. Did you miss the turn?
I think so.
Yeah, that's a good turn, huh? These trees suck.
Hey, don't worry, I made a path for you.
We need to kind of get out to the left a little bit, I think, because you see them cows? Hey! Hey! Hey!
This is the last group of cattle we need to get across the river before we can join up with the main herd.
Hey! Hey! You got any more?
I think that's all of them.
I do too. Hey, cows, get across there.
Hey. Get! Turbo, get. Okay. Oh, that's steep. Look at that cow.
Oh my gosh. That cow's calvy too. Ah!
Hey! Hey, baby, hey, baby, hey! Yeah!
We've gathered all of the cattle now, so we're ready to head back to the main herd, but our day's far from over. We still have plenty of miles and problems to overcome.
So from now on,
We've gone about, I've gone 15.5 miles today. We've only been running for 3.5 hours.
When we made it to the truck and trailer, we decided it would be best to load some of the smaller calves and their mothers into the trailer instead of making them walk the rest of the way. Since there's no corrals nearby, we'll need to rope them and load them.
If you want to use green rope,
Hey, open this door, Zay.
Charlie, come here.
Have you ever seen that before?
Give back!
Most of the time, you can get the cow to follow her calf into the trailer without roping her, but obviously this cow was interested in no such thing. We'll try it one more time. If she doesn't want to jump in on her own, we'll have to drag her in.
You pecker. Get!
Well, when the green ropes are on, you know we mean business.
Get! Okay, time out. Everyone, whoa. Man, them green ropes come off good.
It was a little messy loading her in because we didn't have the Swift built, but I'm sure she'll appreciate the ride.
Good donkey.
We had 3 miles ahead of us before we could call it a day, and we rode late into the afternoon before we made it to camp. Overall, I traveled over 20 miles this afternoon, and we're only halfway to the corral, so tomorrow is gonna be a long day. Guys, it is time. I am doing one more live showing of the movie before I release it online. This has been the biggest project of my life by far. I've sunk years of my life into this thing, and it's all coming to a head at the end of this March. So, without further ado, here's a sneak peek of the movie.
You know, I remember when Tyler first proposed the idea to me. I get to ride an animal across the Great West, and as if that wasn't hard enough, let's make it with mules that have little to zero training. These mules are crazy. They've got a lot of work ahead of them.
We're in mule country now, boys. Let's go.
We discovered that we'd better start getting our stuff lined out quickly, or else this was going to be a long, hard trip.
We might be in trouble.
Go for the f***ing hills!
Woo! Riding in the dark, breaking trail. There is nothing more broncs and donks about this.
Seating for the movie theater is very limited, so don't wait. This will be the last live showing of the movie before we release it online. And nothing beats the live show. I'll see you there.